Genesis chapter 23. And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old, 127. Likely this is right after the situation with Abraham and Isaac. Some of us joke that Sarah heard what Abraham did, went to try to kill his son, and died of a stroke or something right after. That's not real. We're just joking. And so this is the reason for the rabbinical understanding that Isaac was about 37 years old, which would line up perfectly with how old Jesus was when he was crucified, having been born, technically speaking, in around 4 to 6 BC, because one of the calendar dates was wrong when they made the Gregorian calendar, having been crucified in around 32 AD, 32, 33, depends on calendar issues. He was about 37 years old when he was crucified. So Isaac also being 37. Now we see here, Sarah was 137 when she died. Sarah died in Kiryat Arba. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Avram came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. And Abraham stood up from before his dead and spake unto the sons of Chet, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the children of Chet answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my lord. Thou art a mighty prince among us. They're calling him a king, like I've said before. They realize who he is, and he's powerful. They want to honor him, but he wants to make sure he gets a possession in the land as the Lord has promised. Now he has a reason. In the choice of our, or in the best of our burying places, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee a sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead. There may be a sense here where the local people, because Abraham is so powerful, they're a little worried about him owning his own piece. Like, if we can help him, he can bury somebody in one of our graves, then he doesn't have a piece of land among us. But once he has a piece of land, maybe that gives them a little bit of fear about him being able to claim things in the area, because he's so powerful in comparison to them. They're a little concerned about it, perhaps, but maybe not. Could just be them trying to be nice because he is a king in the area. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Chet. And he communed with them, saying, If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Zohar. So this is his way of kind of gently getting into the issue, if you're willing to help me out here. And they're being cordial as well, hey, you can have whatever, but they kind of inside their mind, well, he's got to buy it, but maybe they want, if he wants them to be nice, then they'll take it, whatever. It's just kind of a cordial way of going about this in the Middle East, especially. Verse 9, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he has, which is at the end of his field, for as much money as it is worth, and he shall give it to me for a possession, a burying place among you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Chet, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Chet. It's interesting, historically speaking, just the presence of the Hittites in the area, because there's a ancient battle in the Epic of Gilgamesh with the Egyptian and the Hittites and all this going on. So there's sort of still remnants of all of that. Maybe this is part of the influence. Maybe that someone else wanted the land of what's now called Israel, that land of Canaan, realizing it's a traffic land, it's a land of influence. I don't know. But it is interesting that the Hittites lived there. And that time period was around the time period of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Okay, and Ephron dwelt among the children of Chet, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham, in the audience of the children of Chet. So with witnesses around, even all that went in at the gate of the city. So there was a gate and a city there. Important. That's where the elders would always sit. Abraham didn't have one of those. He just had tents, and people came to the tent, but really to an entrance to the tent city, you might say. Nay, my lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that it is therein, I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people, give it I thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed himself before the people of the land, and he spoke unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying, so continually referencing the many witnesses surrounding. But if thou will give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for the field, take it of me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between me and thee? Bury thou therefore thy dead there. And this is sort of a sideway, again, cordial business interactions here. What's that? It's not that big of a deal. It's only 400 shekels. It's okay. What's that between us? You have it, I have it. It's, this is there. You can hear, if you've been to Israel, you can hear them talking today that way. Anyway, now Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Avram weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money, so in the currency appropriate, with a merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the children of Heth before all that went in at the gate of his city. And after this, Avram buried Sarah, his wife, in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And the field, this is kind of an editor saying afterwards, it's the same as Hebron. Probably Moses, maybe later on, or someone. And the field and the cave that is therein were made sure unto Abraham, where they made sure it was his property, for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth.